This nigga was giving out crack pipes to niggas on the
Biden and his little crack pipe.
Oof. Byron,
take me out to dinner.
So, I'm gonna let do you wanna start importing or you want me to start?
You can talk what you thought it was about first, and I'll give you the background.
This nigga, yo, when I seen that at first, I really thought this nigga was giving out crack pipes to niggas on the street. I'm not gonna hold you. I'm like, yo,
why you don't read headlines,
bro. Hey, yo, everybody's on. So I seen it on Instagram, obviously.
Right. Yeah.
And everybody was like, yo, see, this is y'all president. He's giving out crack. Like, come on, bro. And I almost fell for it, but you kind of just have to dig deeper into the backstory. Yeah. And he's obviously not giving out crack pipes.
But that's not the intention of. Relief
so the incentive is that there's like the Department of Health and Human Services are doing like a new program, like a grant program.
Yes.
And that essentially is to help lower the like people that are dying because of like drugs or overdose or using like needles that are like bad and stuff like that. So the idea is to give them a kit, which would essentially have like things like alcohol wipes. It have like sanitizer. It have like needles that are not dirty and stuff like that. So like they can actually take care of themselves and not fall into the trap of using other people's stuff and get diseases like hepatitis C or HIV and stuff like that from using other people's stuff. Granted, there's no crack pipes in there.
There's no crack pipes.
I thought there was crack pipes.
No, it's like
I'm not against the crack pipes. I thought it just used it to make them look bad.
It's like it would be cool if they did. Yeah, they're gonna do it regardless.
I don't think,
but it doesn't want to advocate for that. Right?
Yeah, they don't want to advocate for that. They want to advocate for proper. If you're gonna do it, then do it properly. Is what I think the method is. Not just I'm gonna give you the thing. Go have fun. Like it's just like take care of yourself while you're doing these things.
The kit, it's coming with like proper syringes, like wet wipes to clean.
Yep.
It comes with like exactly.
They have safe smoking kits and stuff like that.
I think some of them come with condoms too.
I don't know.
No, I'm like because I was reading on it as well. It's like so they have a part of it. It's like an overdose prevention.
Yes. Right.
I think it comes in like 30 million in the grant or something like that. But they also have another part of it that's it's required to create harm reduction and distribute overdose medications, things like that.
Yep.
Right. It provides funding for disease and drug testing kits. So it's basically aiming to help people who are in those types of situations
and to help them with hygiene and stuff like that.
My question though is, I understand. Like, yes, I'm all for it. Like, what do you say? Harm prevention, whatever. Does it solve the issue though, or does it move towards solving or eventually stopping these people?
I don't think it's moving to stop. Again, like drug use and just like drug abuse.
So how about we focus on that?
But that's like, it's so hard to stop something that's been ingrained. Like they use drugs to like pretty much stop certain communities from thriving. And now these people are hooked on these drugs. And it's like the more that they have it within their like possession, the easier it is for them to fall into that trap. So I don't think you're ever going to stop. But I don't think you're ever going to be able to stop people like using drugs and like taking it to that point. You can educate them. Right. You can help them figure out a better way.
I don't see when it comes to the educating part. I don't think the shit works.
It doesn't.
Man. Like I'm not saying but like they're thinking of it from a like, these people are thinking with a sane mind. Like these niggas are strung out on drugs. They're not thinking clearly. You can teach them shit all you want. Them niggas is constantly thinking about their next high.
Yes.
And
so at what point do you, as a government or as a caretaker or whatever, do you step in and say, you know what? I know you have rights and you have entitlement to your rights and stuff, but for XYZ reasons, I'm going to implement certain protocols or whatever for your safety or benefit. Like, for example, I know this is America, so they, everybody has rights. But like, what does it take for us to incentivize programs? So like, they have like houses where these people who are struggling with drug addiction, they get to like live for free and stuff. What's the incentivize? Like, hey, if you want to live here, you have to be a part of this program that helps you kick the drugs.
I don't think that's the issue. There are a lot of programs. There could be more actually. But there are programs like that. The issue is it's hard for those people to get the connections to get into those programs. Like it's always, you need to know someone to get there. There's not people actively, at least I don't know, but there's not people actively going through the community. Because I see a lot of like homeless people in where like by like the BMC area, like that area right there.
I don't know shit in Boston.
Oh, okay. It's just like it's.
Oh, Boston Medical. Oh, that's cleared out now.
Now,
my girl Wu cleaned that shit out. She like, get y'all shit, pack y'all motherfucking tents up, and get the fuck off my streets.
There were a lot of them there, and like, how long have they been there? Homeless, doing drugs, like day by day,
I agree,
living
but
hard.
I'm saying, fine. Even if there isn't any program that's hard to get in, I'm not saying it's
not hard to get in. It's hard to make. How will these people know how to get to the person that will help them into this program?
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's all there and prepared. I'm not saying there's a program or anything that's set up, easily for these people to get to. What I'm saying is, what's stopping us or the government or whoever from creating these programs and going to these people like, hey, you can, instead of living on a tent on the street, you can come stay in this complex or building or whatever.
Most of it is federally funded, and they don't want to do that.
What I'm saying is, because I know people who work in, I can't remember that, but they work in these places where these people who have problems, they go in, they stay, they get clean,
like rehab,
and then they dispatch them. I can't remember the term.
It's a halfway house.
I think that's what it is, right? But I'm saying, like, that's fine, but like, what's stopping us from saying, like, when you come here, get them full housing. Like, you can live here as long as you want, but as long as you live here, you are in this program, you're getting clean, and actively help them get rid of drugs, not just help them feel better, then fucking kick them out.
Right.
It's again. A lot has to do with money. Like in politics, they don't really.
When it comes to this, all right. So to answer the question, you're never gonna be able to kick the drug use.
Probably
That's never gonna happen, right? No, seriously, you're never gonna be able to kick it because it's a hard. First of all, it's a hard thing to do, and unless
you're never gonna kick the drugs,
the people that's using drugs right now, it's never gonna stop, right? Because hell no. Firstly, when it comes to habits, unless you're gonna take yourself out of that situation, it's gonna come back. No matter, you can get clean, but if you're still hanging around those same people, you're still gonna do drugs, right? Drugs is always gonna be used, and it's been happening for years now. We're talking about since the 60s, 70s, 80s, like back in the day, right? It's never gonna stop. But what they can do, and what I think they've been doing, especially here in like Massachusetts, they've been trying to contain it, right? Remember for like the past couple of months that had people on Mass Ave with the tents up, like. They're keeping all the drug use in one area. And if you recognize, it's nearby where the hospital was. Just in case anybody did overdose, they're able to be right there and help out.
Right.
Yeah, they all
right. It's containment. Now, I'd rather have everybody that's doing drugs and doing it all in one place instead of having a crackhead over in Roxbury and having another one in fucking downtown and another one in Lawrence. You know what I'm saying? Like, at least contain it. That way, if anything happens, you have backup right there that can help out. And exactly, active response. In response to them stopping it, I don't think it's going to happen. I don't think
especially because how long they've been doing the drugs. You don't know what started them using the drugs. You don't know if it's like because of mental health issues and it ended up doing there, or they had like surgery and then they were overdosed. Like not overdosed, but like overprescribed medication. They got addicted to it. These things are hard to kick.
Right.
Like, you know?
Yeah. I mean, there's no clear answer. I'm just giving my 2 cents.
I mean, and you honestly, what you mentioned, it if they're able to do that, that would be super.
I know, bro. I know it's implemented. I wish I knew more exactly what these terms and programs were, so I can be more specific. But like, they are like, there's countries in Europe who do this. Like,
yeah, but
you know, like
those
first of all, those countries. That ain't a damn lie. I mean, there's countries, but the first thing most of those countries do is they legalize all drugs, like, or at least decriminalize it. Not legalize. That's a strong word. But they decriminalize all
so
drugs.
It's accessible.
So if somebody's shooting up and all that shit, like, you won't go to jail and about like all that shit. But what they do is, instead of going to jail, there are programs where you are mandated. It's not a choice. And that's my thing.
I like that.
A lot of these people in America, it's a choice to go get clean. In those countries, it is a requirement. Like, nigga, you go here or you're going to jail. If you're going to go to jail or get clean, what you going to pick?
Probably gonna get clean.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Why can't we do something like that? That's all I'm saying. But, you know, I understand. That's
if
not
you go to jail, you're still gonna get clean when you're in jail. It's just gonna not be fun at all.
At all.
Okay.
Them withdrawals, nigga. Shit, man.
Come on, man. I
Tinder swindler. Did y'all watch this documentary?
Sorry,
Damn. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this clip and you want to see more, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And don't forget to subscribe to our other channels for the full episodes of our podcast. Thanks again.